it definitely didn't help.
To not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
I took a house one, remember?
Yeah, that shit did not help me, bro. That shit hurt me.
All right, I'm shared in the chat.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to
come
tackle,
on.
especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So
what I hate about Madden sometimes is like there's a person that won't be great in like the shotgun setting. Like, but I have Raheem Mostert as my backup. They have Duke Johnson right now as my shotgun running back.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a pick.
Trying to fit it in the ball.
Fucking him, Ryan.
And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Is it going to be this type of game?
First down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Already Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here, make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here comes Peppers. It's a net of 40 there, a run of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 1. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time.
It makes it a lot harder, that, for sure.
Take care of business first.
I mean, I definitely came back on June 30 to 7.
Start the drive, they'll look to make that up in some on second.
Oh yeah, you want? I beat Jeter was beating me 30-7, and I've scored I've scored 49 unanswered.
They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means
Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Damn.
So that one over.
Talking about the game.
And that will not be ruled a fumble. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Yeah, Jeter's mad because I'm talking about the game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite.
Because he's watching it and he's commenting.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with
he's like, Edward loves talking about that game. Like, what do you mean? You lost. You had 37 lead, gave it up. And there's nobody else that loves talk shit about them, Jeter.
Inside the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Hand off now to Robinson.
He just randomly brought it up.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's
a 6-yard gain on the
ground. I just randomly
and
brought it up.
2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2nd and 4.
Oh, what the hell? Wow. Wow.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming.
I got lucky.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this.
He might be setting in the game where he can. Like, I'm
taking it about the 1.
I want to be opposed.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
No, I totally get you. I'm not the biggest fan of it either.
Offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now, Fields. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is
the worst one is Myles Garrett. Like if you have that bar high and you have Myles Garrett, man, it'll be like less than 3 seconds and he got the sack on you.
Trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring
Week
down at them
6.
with every incompletion.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Like
after a punt of 48, and out will come the offense as they take over. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
No.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
it's kind of weird seeing Ritter be number 4.
So we've
Desmond
come
Ritter.
to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, I mean, you just play the game, man. I'm just trying to score. I'm not trying to, like, demean anybody or, like, you know, be an asshole. Like, it's literally, I'm just trying to
look up at the scoreboard,
score.
Facing that deficit, a 3-score game, Charles. But look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for
I'll play the clock.
coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they
I don't know if he's talking about it, but
again it's Barkley. And this effort
Why are you chewing, Flop?
he stopped well short of the first down at the 29. This defense not
he said, "Why am I chewing
back-to-back
clock?"
carries of just 2 yards.
Like, I'm just not an
Here's
asshole.
Ryan Anger now.
I'm not gonna, you
As
know,
he's on to punt for the 4th time
fucking
tonight.
run up score.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
Damn.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard
No, I mean,
loss, and it
there's no
brings
point
up
of,
a
you
3rd
know,
down. So 7 yards from the
I'm not gonna
first
rub
down
salt
here as
on the
they
wound.
come up to the line of scrimmage.
I don't get it wrong.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield
His
to the
rookie-
punting unit here.
No, James Robinson.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense is
James
moving
Robinson?
the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
You had Nick Chubb.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're
respectfully, I think he did exactly what he wanted to do. Like, he kept you in that game. Like, he was playing really fucking good, dude. And I know that, you got some good assets for it, but I really like that the idea of you having a Chubb. Like, no bullshit.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Spins away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
Yeah, I put the wins on there,
about set for this next drive
going forward. So that won't happen.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the
Give
clock
me
game.
a loss on the first week as well. My
You're
bad,
also
bro.
not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to work. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Okay.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
No, you get your ass up, Shaq.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided
just
affair.
hit this one out.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, here's
when you lost Donald, Aaron Donald, I kind of knew that, like,
just across midfield at the 49.
that's gonna be good because it's fucking huge.
There, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We get a lot of games in the middle of, when we both play. I think Cowboys played the Commanders last week of the year, and we play the Eagles week 16.
Barkley, inside handoff, down to about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not too many offenses want to turn down
No, I know.
drives, but when you're
I know.
down,
Like I said, I understand,
pay it off with some points.
frustration.
Where he was beating you.
I don't know. Maybe Jeter just really sucks at holding a lead. I feel like half of the time I beat him. I feel like half of the time I beat Jeter, I just, I'm behind, and I just end up willing my way.
This was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well.
Let's at least simulate it to our game,
so you've got to like
and
what you
then
saw.
we'll see. Okay.
They call that a total team effort.
Yeah,
And
baby.
when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
I'm still in the game.
So for
Yeah,
the
we're not gonna.
Cowboys,
Oh,
their
damn.
strong start to the year continues as they're up to
How much time we got left?
5-1. And they'll return home.
Bro, I got like 4 minutes in the 4th quarter, bro.
Once again, it was random.
For Philadelphia, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.
That was
And now
random,
they'll head to the bye
but
week
I get to
as they'll
talk
be back in
because
action
I
in
came
week
back
8.
from 30 to 7 and scored 49 unanswered.